GT Countdown. Top 10 Mario Kart tracks.
Mario Kart Wii has finally left the starting grid, and we're already 4- and 2-wheeling it online and off. While every racer has a track or two they dominate no matter what the competition brings, there are some windy roads full of question mark boxes that never lose traction in our hearts. It was hard for the old-school flat runs to compete with the newer 3D funhouses, so this list only features the Nintendo 64, GameCube, and DS courses. Even so, just like in the games, the leader will have to dodge some serious competition.
Number 10. Rainbow Road.
Spanning the series are the Technicolor rainbow roads that drive players either to madness or ecstasy. Suspended in the starry sky, often without guardrails, it's all too easy to fall to your death due to tricky turns or rivals' attacks. Mario Kart 64's version allowed for risky shortcuts as drivers learned to exploit the overlapping roadways, leaping their way to victory. These marathon courses complete each iteration, and as long as Mario Kart continues, there's bound to be a new rainbow road for players to love and hate.
Number 9. Delfino Square.
The tropical city from Super Mario Sunshine became the setting for one of the best tracks in Mario Kart DS. Tight 90-degree turns through the alleyways were great for power sliding, and the streets presented several branching paths to experiment with. Players could choose to take the safe route over the bridge, or make a daring attempt to jump the canal and reach the docks. And if you had a mushroom to spare, you could bypass the final S-curve and fly by the competition just before the finish line.
Number 8. Daisy Cruiser.
Other than the modest Pauline, Mario's gals are material girls. Peach has her castle, while Daisy has a cruise ship, and her big boat makes a pretty decent kart course. Not only does the track feature upward and downward slopes and sharp turns, the ship moves with the motion of the ocean, sending furniture and item boxes to and fro across the deck. This tight and challenging run is among the best the GameCube's Double Dash has to offer.
Number 7. Sherbetland.
The original icy track full of penguins, plunges, and permafrost skates its way into our list for silky smooth racing that would make a Jamaican bobsled team blush with envy. With grass and dirt out of the picture, shortcuts take the form of daring leaps across the lake's crevices, while dramatic power sliding battles ensue in the penguin-infested caverns below. Many tracks can claim to have their fair share of obstacles, but few can attest to being one, earning the slippery slopes and slides of Sherbetland our number 7 spot on the countdown.
Number 6. Yoshi Valley.
While old-school admirers have great memories of the well-balanced Ghost Valley track in the original Super Mario Kart, Yoshi's Valley earned a place in the hearts and minds of Mario Kart 64 fans with multiple routes and a giant spinning dinosaur egg of doom. With so many paths and potential shortcuts, the computer can't actually tell who's in first place, and defaults to representing each racer's position with a question mark until they hit the finish line.
Number 5. Airship Fortress.
This DS exclusive puts you right in the middle of a cannon-blasting skirmish that would make Davy Jones proud. Weaving through oncoming bullet bills and hopping over deck moles takes you through the blowtorch rotating interior and off a speed jump that sends you on a cannonball run. There isn't much in the way of secret passages and shortcuts, so it's anyone's course, as long as they can keep their cart on the broken stone passageways.
I'm the best!
Number 4. Toad's Turnpike.
The treacherous turf of Toad's Turnpike pulls into the number 4 spot for hectic highway hazards and hijinks unlike any in the series. But unlike snail-paced morning commutes in the real world, the flow of traffic here keeps on trucking with stampeding school buses and killer hatchbacks that like nothing more than to send you sailing into last place. And you can forget about those hand signals when you hit up mirror mode.
Number 3. Wario Stadium.
With its muddy fudge-like terrain and motocross-inspired track layout, Wario Stadium forgoes the usual bright sunshiny palette found on other tracks, but that's why we love it. An average lap clocks in at just under a minute and a half, making it one of the longest tracks around. However, you can shave precious seconds off your time by bunny hopping over the edge, if you possess the skill. The DS has a similar track of the same name, but it doesn't have as many jumps, or Wario's narcissistic mug endlessly plastered across the edge of the track.
Number 2. Koopa Troopa Beach.
From the choking tide to the scuttling crowds, this sandy perimeter offers a dynamic challenge, with palm trees jutting out like erect landmines. But the most famous feature, the tantalizing cave shortcut, really almost a warp, asks you to either hoard precious mushrooms or approach at an uncanny angle and simply hop with faith into first. Honorable mention for the ramp to nowhere that swindled many a Mario Kart acolyte's time.
Number 1. Bowser's Castle.
It may be Mario Kart, but it's Bowser's Castle that brings home the petrol. It shined on through all iterations, approaching epic with an atmosphere of overcast thwomps, molten missteps, and shifting lattices. Not to mention big jumps, sharp turns, and jarring staircases. We'd gladly be told the princess is in another castle, knowing a race awaits through another one of Koopa King's lava-laden real estate ventures.